The song is Rot.
Oh, Conjurer.
Carl and Dania from Games, Brains and a Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and we're doing a reaction to the brand new Conjurer track, Rot, the latest single from the upcoming new album, Pathos, out July 1st via Nuclear Blast Records. Arguably 2022's most anticipated album across, not a personal thing, across the metal sphere. Obviously Conjurer with Maya, going back many, many years now, the debut album blew up, and rightfully fucking so. Maya was a stun of a track. I got to see them in a venue at the time that they're likely to ever play again because they've obviously grown in size since then, and that was the Black Heart. That was the start of my love affair with Conjurer. I am, before we get into this video, going to openly admit to something. I like this band, not just because of the music, but I like the people in this band. I don't know them personally or anything like that, but we have, through GBHBL, had a relationship with them through interviews and stuff like that. So the story goes like this, and it's quite recent. It goes to Bloodstock 2021. Conjurer played there. Unfortunately, I did not get to see them play there due to clashes and interview commitments, but I did have an interview with Conjurer. Conjurer came along on a Sunday. I think it was the Sunday. Yeah, Saturday or Sunday. I think it was a Sunday. And I admit, by that point, I was very, very tired. It was in the afternoon. And I'd had a busy day and a couple of not so good interviews in a row. And a general feeling of, like, sometimes what I get, particularly at places like Bloodstone festivals, imposter syndrome. You know what imposter syndrome is?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, and it happens a lot when I'm doing interviews, because you kind of, you know, we're a small, very small site, you know, and why are these people wasting the time with us when they could be talking to someone and stuff like that kind of thing. And I was feeling a little bit down in the dumps and just a bit like, and, you know, I've got to G myself up. I've got to be energetic, and, you know, I've got to try and be enthusiastic when I'm really not feeling it. Anyway, along came Conjurer, two members from Conjurer. And before we even got into the interview, they just came over and they thanked me and said, hey, you've been supporting us for years, and you know this, and it's really great to see you again, and stuff like that. And it left me absolutely buzzing. It was the jolt I needed, and I just thought, my God, that was so. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to say anything to me about that. But it was your Conjurer. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you saying? You know, it really, really touched me. It really, really made a strong difference to me at the time. That added with what has been, and like I said, incredible live shows when I've seen them play live. Love Maya, and the first single that came from Pathos I really enjoyed as well. And obviously now we've got Rot, which is a track I've listened to already. I will admit I've listened to it already, and I am a big fan of. But I also know this is completely the sort of thing you're not that big of a fan of.
I've peeped the description. It says mixed and mastered by Will Putney, and I have some preconceptions about him.
What is it?
He mixed Can't Swim's new album.
Right.
I think that album sounds absolutely terrible mix-wise.
Okay.
And I think he has a tendency to take good music and shit all over it. So
okay,
some preconceptions about him.
Well, forget that. What about Conjurer? What's your perceptions of Conjurer today? Because you are familiar with them.
I know of them. Obviously, from you. I don't think I've listened to them. I think I just preconceptions about bands that play at Bloodstock, because a lot of what is played at Bloodstock is not really for me. If you get what I mean, less and less. Yeah. So you're just saying that they were at Bloodstock, and, you know, you're interviewing them. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of getting an idea of
that. The same year they are at Bloodstock, so While She Sleeps. Drop your preconceptions. Not good
While
enough.
She Sleeps were like While She Sleeps replaced Bury Tomorrow.
Yeah, and Bury Tomorrow are there this year. So does that mean
they couldn't be there last year?
Doesn't matter. Listen, I don't necessarily think you're going to enjoy this track, right, but I am intrigued for you to experience it. So let's get into it. In 3, 2, 1, go. So I get to do that thing that you always do to me, where I just tell you how wrong you are. You say you don't like
Yeah.
it. Of course. Tense, man. The tension building. It's like watching a horror movie and you're waiting for the scare.
Yeah, that's a Will Putney drum mix. Yeah. This is really confusing.
What, the video or the music?
Music. I've got massive respect for people that can play guitar and do vocals at the same time.
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's so difficult. I can play the songs, I can do the vocals, but not at the same time. It's the like
Strike warning.
Brendan like this.
He likes Conjurer, but he's not. I believe he's not as sold as I am on them. At least he wasn't
here
in the
complain
past.
about like doomy stuff all the time. So
Well, this is a very a dubious sludgy noise kind of thing. This is very much Conjurer, but it's Conjurer doing different stuff still.
I like the vocals.
Yeah.
The bald guy, I really like his vocals.
Yeah. Fucking
Him.
great, ain't he?
It's a bit Knocked Lucy in a way. weirdest way possible. This really does remind me of Not Boys.
Okay, it's an interesting comparison to make.
Their stuff is also mixed by Will Putney.
Stop banging on about Will Putney, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
God. Oh, I'd say it's the heaviest thing Conjurer have ever done, but Conjurer just do heavy music, for fuck's sake. It's what they do. This wacky, wonderful world of sludge and doom and post twangs and touches here and there continues to honestly amaze me. That's my second time listening to this track, and I love it even more than I did the first time. But I already said at the start, Conjurer can do no wrong to me. They really can't. You're the person I was trying to convince with this.
I definitely went in with some preconceptions, and it didn't feel like 6 minutes of song, which I really expected it to feel like. It's definitely a slow burner. I think the intro was too long. This is not, if I was going to listen to Conjurer, this is not the song I'd stick on to do chores to, you know.
Unless you want to do those chores super slow.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. When it gets properly into it, it's really, really cool. I don't know much about them, so I'd have to check it out a bit more. The bald guy, his vocals are really cool, especially when the not bald guy does them at the same time, like their voices together. Really good. Drums are nice. Sounds like a Will Putney drum kit though.
Oh God! You're coming up. The more you say that, you're coming across super obnoxious about it, because ultimately mixing and mastering shouldn't be a complete judgment on Conjurer, should it?
No, but they chose Will Putney.
Well, what does that even mean? No, you're saying
I just don't like his mixing style. So like,
that's what I'm saying. Now, what I'm saying is, yeah, but you're saying that as if we should be. Now, bear in mind, use me as an example. I don't have a clue what you mean by that. To me, they sounded fucking thumpingly heavy. They were designed clearly to be the backbone where you can hear this constant filthy thump, because Rot in itself is a track, particularly as I read the press release for it, it is designed to be nasty. It is written about nastiness. It's not there to make you feel good. And I feel like the music, the drums and everything portrayed that. I'd argue, even without the video, that if you just listen to it without the video, I think that grime and dirt and general malaise that it creates in you comes through quite strongly.
Yeah, definitely. It is gross, you know. It's got like, it's got it's slow, it's sludgy, it's doomy, as I said. I have to listen to them more because I don't know much. I can't really form an opinion.
Well, no worries. Maya's out there, has been for many, many years, and Pathos is out on the 1st of July. I don't pre-order music. Don't do pre-orders for much at all, to be honest. I don't really like to do that. I like to wait and see and experience and pick up the music as and when, you know. This I'll give you a great example. Just this very week, my Zealand Ardor LP vinyl turned up. Bear in mind, that album's been out for over a month, and I think it's one of my favorite albums of the year. It's no slow in the band. So I want to support you. I will support you, but I rarely pre-order things unless
you're Conjurer.
Well, yeah, but also if you're doing bundles and things like that, you know, Mastiff did one last year that I was like, yeah, I want to get on that. I was slightly too late to get the big Conjurer bundle, the biggest one.
No.
It was sold out. I was a bit heartbroken, but it was okay because I still managed to get the t-shirt vinyl bundle. And that was like, that's fine. I'm a t-shirt guy. I'm a vinyl guy. I got that. So yeah. So like the fact that I wanted to then go, I was like, I'm pre-ordering Conjurers, you know, I've put it this way, I have complete faith in them. That's what it is. Yeah. I think ultimately, as a music fan, while I love lots of bands, I have also been around long enough to know there are bands I've loved in the past that I don't love anymore. Bands that I've been on the train with and then slowly got off it because they've either gone in a direction that does nothing for me, or I just don't really care for them anymore for whatever reason. Waving them goodbye, do the best you can do, but I'm not along for the ride with you as much. I mean, shit, we constantly reference one. While She Sleeps is a great example of that, but there are some bands that I have such complete faith in that until they burn me, and I either buy something and I'm like, shit, I like that, or I go see the show and I'm like, I like that. Then after that, I'm like, okay, done, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But right now, that's not the case with Conjurer. And hearing a song like Rot, I'm like, I ain't got nothing to worry about. These boys got it sorted,
Yeah, I get that.
All right, what do you reckon? You love it as much as I do, or you like Dan? You like it, you're not too sure, you want to find out a bit more. You know what to do? Let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?